Yes, people, we're back again with breaking news. Sergio Reguilón to Manchester United is in. Here we go from the greatest of all time. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that the deal between Manchester United and Chelsea for Cucurella is
Oh,
off. Means United has gone to the other side of north of London and go also another Spanish, which Cucurella is Spanish, Sergio Reguilon is also Spanish. Sergio Reguilon clearly wasn't on Tottenham plan, future project, right? But what would, a club like Man United, the standards of Man United go and sign Reguilon? I know they badly they want to replace that left side, which, unlikely. Luke Shaw is injured. We don't know how long he's going to be out for. Also, Malacia seems to have injury problems as well. But my question is, again, like we've just did on the previous live stream about Araba, Man United standards, why would you go for this kind of players? Which for me means that you just you don't want to compete against Man City. You don't want to compete against Arsenal. You don't want to compete against Liverpool. You're just in there to have another season without trophies. Yeah, you did one last season, but before that, last time Man United won a trophy before the Carabao Cup last season was what, back 2017, 2018. And looks like you're probably going to go another 4 or 5 years without trophies, because if you keep going for this kind of players, which it just does not make sense, right? I do respect Man United as a neutral fan, a big football fan. I grow up, watching clubs like Manchester United, clubs like Liverpool, and I've mentioned this lots of times, right? Yeah, as a neutral fan, it upsets me a bit. I get a little bit sad because I want to see these kind of clubs to compete, to be up there. Man United was in the Europa League last season. It goes the same with my club, right? My club, which most of you know, this one in here, yeah, we're going through a lot of problems, right? Upset me. I was very sad to see my club playing in Europa League last season, the season before. When we played Man United last season, I said this lots of times in both of the streams that which we play against Man United. I said that it's so sad to see, Man United going through what they're going through, Barca going through what they're going through. This kind of club shouldn't be in Europa League, right? These kind of clubs belongs to Champion League. But seeing Man United do what they're doing in this summer transfer, which for me, that I just think they need to be lucky enough to keep the main players fair for the whole season, which I don't think that's going to happen. Like I've mentioned on the previous stream, this is going to be another season where you're going to see a lot of players getting injured so quickly and easy, and Man United hasn't got enough depth in the squad. But yeah, look, before I pop into the live chat, big up to every single one of you. I really appreciate the love and support. And I'm sure you guys appreciate also us being in here, giving our thoughts. Do you know what time is now? Like
11:15, guys.
11, right? Almost midnight, but we are in here. This is why we appreciate if you guys smash the like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. But yeah, Dalival, before I move into the live chat, my boy, right? What is Manchester United doing?
Hey, United, they are a disgrace, not gonna lie. I, if they, I mean, that they have no money right now. It's madness because they can't even get Amrabat done yet. Like, it's gonna get done eventually. They can't even get Amrabat done. They need to do a loan. They're so cheap right now. They're in a mess with the financial stuff. I don't know, man. I'm worried for United. I said on last year, I'm worried. I'm very worried because, see, I enjoy the rival of Zilka fan because I hate United. But just look at neutral. I'm worried for them because United, man, like they this is not a United window. If you're looking United window, they're going for Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, those type of players, right? Those high levels. They're going for the low levels. And no offense to Amrabat, I think Amrabat's like, or at least he's in the middle of that. But Reguilon's just low. That's just like, come on, Reguilon is just like low. This is like
If you can't fit in a dead Tottenham squads, why would Man United sign a player that can't even fit in a dead Tottenham squad? Like I said, Man United standards just does not make sense.
yep. I mean, for my club as well. Like, I think my club is Liverpool and United are in a different situation right now. Liverpool started the window well, haven't hit the window quite strong, if you want to say, because we've signed someone. I believe Gravenberch is a decent sign, but both these teams have not had a great window for their standards. I would say, like, because I would say the plan for Liverpool, big up,
My boy, my boy, my boy. Yeah, sorry, I will just let you
yeah,
finish quick. I
the
will
two,
go through everyone in the live
yeah,
chat in a minute.
the, the, the standards for Liverpool, because I'll go through this. It's not Liverpool. It's not Liverpool. I'll just the plan for Liverpool this one was Bellingham, Mateus Nunes, and Mason Mount. That was the three players. We've got none of them. So my point is, both these teams have had poor windows. Look, Liverpool might have a decent window because I think Liverpool are in a good position because they've started the season well. Like you look at the super teams, Liverpool started the season well. United, well, they've not even started the season well. Let's be honest here. They just about won versus Forest. If Forest had been more clinical, you never know. Liverpool at least 10 points, 7 points. Sorry, United were like fucking 6 points so far this year, and you can see they just don't have the quality
Which
right now.
they wasn't great in their 2 games they've
Yeah,
won. Like against Wolves,
VAR.
it was lucky. Plus they had the ref and the VAR with
And
them.
Forest was a good comeback, but if Forest were more clinical and a better team, if it was a better team, they would not win that game. If it was a better team, but Man City was not like if it would have
And
been.
they got classed by Tottenham, which Tottenham absolutely dominated them after what? Probably the first 20 minutes, which
The first half
United was
United were good.
okay.
First half United were good. They couldn't finish their dinner. But the same story as last season. They can't finish their dinner. They need to have a striker. Like, what is this, man? Højlund, I don't know if Højlund's going to be good enough, man. Like, I enjoy this Liverpool fan. Like, but like, I'm looking for neutrals. I'm worried for United. I'm very worried for United.
Yeah, I mean, before we move on a bit more with Sergio Reguilón, let me just quickly go
Go through comments.
into Two Blue
Big
Podcast.
up.
What a legend. Two legends, Dan and Charms. Great people, great content, absolutely amazing. Yeah, they're Chelsea fans, but they're not so much about football. They do usually cover other clubs, but yeah, big up to Dan, who is the main one who runs the channel and stuff. And yeah, big up to you. I hope you're doing well. But people, if you could go and subscribe
Yeah.
to Two Blue Podcasts, doesn't
They
matter who
speak
you just
facts,
talk.
They speak
Yeah,
facts at all teams. They speak facts.
absolutely amazing, amazing people. Honestly, you will not miss out. The ball knowledge on this channel is unreal. Believe me, they are really good people. It says 6 people
What are
watching.
they
Where
like?
are the likes? Yeah,
Come on, man.
please make sure you bring the likes up. And it says bring up the likes for the God, man. Come on, big up, big up, big up. So my brother's back again. He says another stream.
Yep.
Let's go,
We're
let's
not
go.
stopping, man. We're not stopping.
Vamos, more news for the gods. Yeah.
It's
We're
deadline
not
day, man.
stopping. We're not stopping. Do you think Liverpool will flop off topping
Oh,
for or Gravenberch?
I mean,
Good signing. That's for you as a Liverpool fan.
I just said if you haven't watched the last stream, I said it. I don't really go on that, but if Klopp seems to think he's the main guy, okay, fine. I'll give him a chance. But I think he'll be a good sign if Klopp wants him. I'm not going to say I want him, but I trust Klopp in this situation because I trust Klopp with signings. So I think if Klopp really wants him, then I'm happy. It's a good signing. So, but I think we'll do well. I have a feeling we'll do well this season.
He's a good player. Look, he's a good player. He will do well in the Premier League, which you look at him, he's tall, he's strong, he's good on the ball. But my main problem with him is that he just has a bad attitude. I don't know
The
if
issue is
you
that
if you heard
I
about
think
some rumors when he was at Ajax that he had a lot of problems in the changing room.
What he did.
Yes.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, even on the Tehan. This is why Tehan didn't really push too hard to sign him back again.
Oh, damn, I didn't know
Which
that.
he's a good player, but we've mentioned that we've done a live stream about Gravenberch last week, was it? I know we've done 2 today.
Yeah.
Last week we did 2 streams about him, and I remember mentioning to you this because obviously Look, don't get me wrong. Liverpool standards and Man United standards, you should be going for players like the ones you missed out, like Caicedo and stuff. Even Declan Rice, not like Bellingham, not players like Gravenberg and stuff. Araba, Reguilon. Nah, Liverpool standards and Man United standards are at the top, are high. Big. We're talking about top 5, 6 biggest club in the world. You cannot go for this kind of signings. But yeah, obviously there is 24 hours from now, less than 24 hours until the window transfer to shut, right? And Man United is basically in a mess. They basically, it looks like they go into a house with prostitutes and they just don't know, is Arabat there? They're gonna have a good night with him. They're gonna pull him out. They're gonna spend the money and bring him. Doesn't matter. It's just like, I mean, it's crazy. And do Manchester United still can be counted as
At
a
the
top
moment, no.
4 quality?
At the moment, no. Like you're looking at that. Even if they send Amrabat, I actually think they'll struggle for top 4. Honestly, like it does. I don't think Reguilon's that good. Amrabat, he's a good player, but he doesn't fit the profile, and I'm worried for them in top 4. I don't know if I for top 4. I think United. Obviously, we'll do a new top 4 predictions after when the window ends tomorrow. But I'll be honest with you, right now, because the window will end tomorrow. So, I agree with this. I don't know at this point. United are struggling.
Exactly. I just don't know what to say about Man United. And which, the injury is going to be in there. This is going to be the season where you're going to see so many injuries.
I remember AFCON as well. By the way, AFCON.
And we've said this in the previous stream. That's where the big difference gonna be key again between the squad that Manchester City has, the depth they have on their squads compared to everyone else. When we look at Chelsea, right, which for me, Chelsea had a better window than you, Liverpool. Chelsea had a better window than Arsenal. Chelsea had a better window than Tottenham. Chelsea had a better window than Newcastle. But obviously, too many young players. But I've said this plenty of times. Chelsea will be a team to look out for. A team that will be scary to face in a few years' time.
But the thing is,
right? It looks like Chelsea just goes out there and sign all the best young players, right?
And the difference
look what they just pull out with Palmer, right? I was shocked, right? I was shocked. I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was getting drunk. I was having a barbecue, and then someone told me, Chelsea just signed Palmer, and I was like, no way. After that Euro on the 21 he had with England, right? After that Euro he had. After the season he started with Man City, let's not forget that Golasi he's scoring Community Shield against Arsenal, right? Even the games he come on, you thought, Pep Guardiola is like, after Man City losing Mahrez, Goodingham, you would think, he will play more than last season. Guardiola is going to give him, plenty of chances. All of a sudden, Chelsea again. I don't know what is going on with Chelsea.
The difference is, I just think,
I'll let you.
Okay, but the difference for Chelsea, I think they can overtake United, but not us, because of the fact that I think the manager's key here. I think Klopp is probably the man if you want a project, if you want to trust someone to just do with a small squad, it's Klopp. So I trust Klopp, and plus our attacking power probably will be enough for top 4 for me. That attacking power is enough. I think the midfield, if you get the Groundberg in, which we are, I think that's enough for top 4. Is enough for title contending? I don't think so. But has a potential to be. It probably does have the potential to be, but not yet. But United have concern because they don't even have the attacking power, nor the midfield power, nor the defense power. So they have at least no power in any position right now. United, I'll be honest with you, it's different. But I think Chelsea could overtake United, but not Liverpool yet. But if Chelsea could just sign someone else, quality, they could. But right now, I think they overtake United. Right now.
They signed the worst backup left back, but Araba might be a push up. But injuries are really affecting United. Not just United, my brother. You will see, Arsenal also will affect Arsenal, and already affecting Arsenal by losing Timber, which I've mentioned. You heard me saying was Arsenal best signing of the summer. How much do you think big up Liverpool to perform and being counted title contenders, or could be?
It'll be. I think we'll be at that Chelsea. Remember Chelsea that year where they were. What year was it? That 2020 when we were fighting for the quadruple that year, where Chelsea were third / not in the top four race. That'll be us. I think personally, like we won't be in the tower race, but we won't be in the top four battle. That's probably where we will be around third place. That's where I estimate to be us to be in. That's probably where I estimate us. But that's probably where, yeah, I think third is probably the best we get right now. If we get centre back, that could change our stance. But yeah, like BP says here, next summer, I agree with this one.
Do you know what? And you heard me saying this plenty of times that the only way I can see Liverpool maybe get close to City, maybe compete until probably the last 5 weeks, until probably the last 5 weeks until the season finish, competing to win the Premier League is if Liverpool goes without having any of the main players injured. Which if you get, let's say right now, right, looking at your team now, you get one of your defenders injured, you struggle already. You get Alexis injured, Alexis out. Who's going to replace Alexis?
They're that on that one. Now
You got Thiago, who's an injury pro.
By the way, Curtis Jones, Thiago are back, which is good news for us. So I think the midfield depth is there, but my only worry, and this is my only worry now, is the defense because you see Bella Kotchap, right? He's over for £3 million. Get him in. Just get someone because Bella Kotchap, I think, is a quality defender. And if someone needs to get something, I would take Bella Kotchap right now. £3 million doesn't affect your budget. £3 million should be enough. I would just pay the money. Get Bella Kotchap in. Like he's a cheap guy. He's quality. I've watched him at Southampton. He's a very good defender. So just get Bella Kotchap for £3 million. So simple. Just pay the money. Then I think I'll take him honestly. So yeah, I agree with this. By the way, if we get quality centre back, that's the thing. We'll compete with City.
Yes, Sam's blue. Big up, my brother. Big up. Hope you're doing well. Lots of hearts. Loving the stream, by the way. Thank you. Appreciate. What are your predictions for United versus Arsenal?
I might do a prediction show, but I'll just say it right now. Looking at United injuries, 3-0 Arsenal. They'll dominate.
Nah, I don't think Arsenal will have enough power up front to score 3 goals past Man United. They did last season, but it was very close. Was Saka score at last minute? It was 3-2.
Yeah, it was just last minute.
Yeah, but just obviously we've gone through everyone in live chat. Just keep supporting the channel, please, people, by smashing the like. And if you're new, please subscribe. Really appreciate the love and support. We might do a predictions tomorrow, right? We might do a prediction tomorrow. Let's see what's going to happen. But this is just going to be a busy day tomorrow with a lot of
I don't think we can do it. Deadline day tomorrow would be chaos by now.
It's going to be chaos. Yeah, it's just going to be crazy.
I feel 2-1 Arsenal.
I feel 2-1 Arsenal or draw, but no win. That's how I feel as well. That's what I say early on.
United have no pressure. You got to look at it, right? Everyone expecting Arsenal to win. United could actually in favour of United. No pressure on United at all. Everyone expects Arsenal to dominate. Could United cover from that? I think Arsenal win, but there's no pressure on United. So United, I think, use that as motivation. No one expects to win. I don't think anyone expects United to win in this game.
Just quickly on Sergio Reguilón. He's what, 26, 27? I think he's 26. Yeah. Which we've mentioned already. Can't even fit a dead Tottenham squads, and then Man United goes and sign him. He wasn't the Man United main priority to, for the left side, which, Luke Shaw, we don't know how long he's going to be out for, but it was Cucurella. But the deal was off. Looks like Cucurella will stay at Chelsea, which he had a very poor season last season. He wasn't the player that Chelsea fans expect, even myself expect. He was a completely different player from what we've saw, from what I've seen from Eibar, when he left Barca, Eibar, then Brighton, he was brilliant. But then obviously last season is hard because I think everyone at Chelsea flopped last season, right? Maybe apart from Thiago Silva, that guy is just getting old, but he's just like wine. The older he gets, the better he gets. But look, it's hard. I think Cucurella is still an okay player. At times he's a good player. I would never class him as a top player, top left back. Of course not. And we've seen plenty of times that he do struggle. And but still, for me, it wouldn't make any difference. I would say the same thing in here. I would still say the same thing if Man United would have gone for Cucurella instead of Sergio Reguilón, right? Man United standards should be higher than this. And clearly, Man United's summer hasn't been good. I'm sorry, but Man United summer is far from being a good summer. Looks like Dalival lost some signal. He may just get back on again. But yeah, just to quickly one. Yes, Man United summer is not their standards. This is why for me, Man United's, let's say, I know we less than 24 hours to go. Looks like they will be signing Reguilon and maybe Araba. We cannot see they're signing anyone else, right? Man United summer transfer has been very poor because when you look who Man United signed, I'm sorry, look at the money they spent for Mason Mount, which he's not good enough for Man United. Yes, he had an okay season when Chelsea won the Champions League, which he was important. Yes, but you've seen him at Derby before. You see Mason Mount. For me, he's like a championship player, right? Not more than that. He's not good enough for Manchester United. Yeah, they got Hoslod, strike it, which come on. They even scored 20 goals last season. Now he's very young. But Man United standards should be thinking about today, not thinking about tomorrow. Man United clearly thinking about today. Sorry, the future. They're thinking about tomorrow. And they will not be able to compete. Man United will struggle. I strongly believe Man United. I would say Man United had an okay season last season because Tehan came in. The club was in a mess. The club's still in a mess. That changing room was in a mess. Tehan changed a lot. Got rid of Cristiano Ronaldo. Got rid of Bruno Fernandes' attitudes. Rashford, anyone in that changing room. He dropped Maguire, which yes, he made a lot of good changes. But look, this is not the Man United we are used to. Myself speaking, when I was a kid, when I grew up. So this summer transfer for Manchester United, yeah, has been very poor. Sergio Reguilon, I'm sorry, he's not good enough for Manchester United. If he's not good enough for Tottenham, he's not good enough for Manchester United. Will he work out for Manchester United? We don't know. We've seen players flop with some teams and then all of a sudden become a world-class players for other teams. But I've got my doubts because the pressure will be in there. It's Man United. If you have pressure playing for a club like Tottenham, just imagine the pressure you're gonna feel playing for a huge club, a history club, a club that we're talking about top 4, 5 greatest club of all time. So just imagine that. That's all I have to say for this stream because it looks like Dalival will probably come back because looks like he's having problem with his Wi-Fi. Let me just quickly go in a live chat just before I end this live stream. The worst it can be for United, in my opinion, is 2-0, but we do not have enough attacking power for 3 goals. Exactly, that's what I said. I know last season you did score 3, as I've just mentioned, past Manchester United. At the Emirates, you scored 3 past them. At Old Trafford, they scored 3 past you and finished 3-2. But the winning goal came at the end. If I'm not wrong, was Saka penalty last minute. I think that's what happened. I feel that too. As United fan, I feel this has been an underwhelming summer. 16 million for Mount and Onana. He's class, but it's almost like he's ahead of the team, and Hoslan will not click straight away, which uh, uh, I think we've said this already, and every Manchester United fan clearly are worried because if Hosler does not click straight away, which we think is going to take time, right? I mean, who's going to be scoring the goals for Manchester United? Will Manchester United again try to just rely on Bruno Fernandes and Rashford, but then you will pray for Rashford not to be injured. You will pray soon or late Bruno Fernandes with the amount of games this guy is having on his legs. Come on, let's be real. Bruno Fernandes just been playing for the last 2-3 seasons without stop, right? Without stopping. And he played, for Portugal pretty much every game, which you've seen a few players already at the start of the season get injured, and this is the build up from what the players been having on their legs for the last 2 or 3 seasons. And Man United hasn't got enough depth in the squad, and that's a big problem. This signing is, like you said, are for the future. Exactly, it's for the future. But club like Man United, the standards of Man United is to sign to win today. Whatever you can do today, do today. Don't wait for tomorrow. And clearly, Man United is just waiting. Man United is waiting to each day for tomorrow to sign a quality player, which they run out of time now. They will not be signing, and they sign in for tomorrow, and they're not signing to win today, and that's a big problem. But yeah, Nketiah got a last minute goal. Oh, Nketiah, yeah, sorry, I thought it was Saka. But it was 3-2, right? Yes, and linking back to what I said to the previous stream, Man United do not have a left striker who can make use of their chances. Absolutely. Spot on, my brother. But yeah, people, another live stream. We'll be back with plenty of live streams. If he's not myself, will be Dalaval or someone else. But yeah, God bless you all. Have a good night. Thanks for all the support and love. Make sure if you haven't liked this stream, make sure you do on your way out. Just it's free, does not cost you anything. Bang the like. And then if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. And also leave your notifications on, which is important, right? Notifications on, and you will have that notification whenever you do not expect the biggest live stream of your life will pop up on your phone. The greatest notification you will get on your phone. You will get a better notification from this channel than you get from, the gear that you have a crunch on, right? So make sure you do it. Yeah, people. And just before going, it says, and Rashford is a left winger and he's class but doesn't play too well in striker. Very true, very true. A nice quick stream for the gods. Yeah, thank you, Mauro. Thank you. God bless you all, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you.